In the heart of the Atlantic Ocean, off the west coast of Africa, lies a small archipelago of 10 volcanic islands, Cape Verde. Today, these islands are known for their stunning landscapes, rich culture, and resilient people. But long before the music, the football, or the thriving communities, these islands were completely uninhabited. For centuries, the volcanic rocks rose silently from the ocean, shaped by wind, waves, and fire, waiting for human footsteps. The story of Cape Verde begins in the 15th century, during the Great Age of Exploration. In 1456, Portuguese and Genoese sailors, navigating the vast Atlantic, stumbled upon these islands. They called the archipelago Cabo Verde, the Green Cape, a name that reflected the promise they saw in these distant lands. By 1462, the Portuguese had begun to establish settlements. The city of Ribeira Grande, now called Cidade Velha, became the first European city in the tropics. Its fortified walls and cobbled streets would soon witness the arrival of traders, explorers, and tragically enslaved Africans. Cape Verde's strategic location between Europe, Africa, and the Americas made it a vital hub in the Atlantic slave trade. If you're enjoying this video so far, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and tell us in the comments what we can talk about in another video. Ships carrying enslaved Africans often stopped here before crossing the ocean to the Americas. While this period brought economic activity, it also left a dark legacy. Yet, amidst these hardships, a unique Creole culture began to emerge. African traditions, Portuguese language and religion, and local practices fused to create a distinct Cape Verdean identity, one that continues to thrive today in music, food, and everyday life. As centuries passed, the islands faced new challenges. With the decline of the slave trade in the 19th century, Cape Verde's economy suffered. Harsh droughts and repeated famines struck the islands, sometimes devastating entire communities. The Portuguese colonial administration offered little support, and life became a constant struggle for survival. Many Cape Verdeans chose to emigrate, seeking better opportunities in the Americas, Europe, and other parts of Africa. This migration created one of the largest diasporas in the world relative to the population of the islands, connecting Cape Verdeans globally while keeping their identity alive. But the desire for freedom never faded. In the 1950s, a young, visionary leader named Amilcar Cabral emerged. He co-founded the PAIGC, the African Party for the Independence of Guinea and Cape Verde, advocating for self-determination and unity. Cabral emphasized education, culture, and organized resistance as keys to liberation. Though he was tragically assassinated in 1973, his movement endured. On July 5, 1975, Cape Verde finally gained independence, marking a turning point in the nation's history. For the first time, Cape Verdeans could shape their own future, guided by their values, heritage, and determination. The early years of independence were challenging. Cape Verde faced limited natural resources, recurring droughts, and economic isolation. Yet the people's spirit remained unbroken. Education, healthcare, and governance became priorities. By the 1990s, the country had transitioned peacefully to a multi-party democracy, establishing itself as one of Africa's most politically stable nations. Alongside this progress, Cape Verdean culture flourished. Music, particularly Morna, carried the stories of longing, exile, and hope. Singers like Cesaria Evora brought the soulful rhythms of Cape Verde to the world, reminding everyone that even a small nation could have a global voice. Amid these cultural achievements, football became a unifying force. From dusty street pitches to organized clubs, Cape Verdeans discovered a love for the game that transcended age and background. The Cape Verdean Football Federation, established in 1982, worked to develop the sport across the islands. Talent emerged not only at home, but also from the diaspora in Europe, producing skilled players like Ryan Mendez, Nuno Rocha, and Heldon Ramos. Football became a way for Cape Verdeans everywhere to feel connected to their homeland, a source of pride and identity. The turning point came in 2013, when Cape Verde qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, for the first time in its history. It was a remarkable achievement for a country with fewer than 500,000 people. Against the odds, the Blue Sharks, as the national team is called, reached the quarterfinals, defeating teams from much larger nations. Their success inspired hope, showing that determination, teamwork, and heart could overcome any obstacle. Buoyed by this momentum, Cape Verde pursued the dream of World Cup qualification. The team narrowly missed the 2014 World Cup, but their performance laid the groundwork for future campaigns. In the 2022 qualifiers, they finished second in their group behind Nigeria, demonstrating skill, discipline, and tactical intelligence. Today, as the 2026 FIFA World Cup approaches, Cape Verde's national team is stronger than ever. Led by stars like Ryan Mendes, Jamiro Monteiro, and Dylan Tavares, the Blue Sharks carry the hopes of not only those on the islands, but also millions in the diaspora. Every match, every goal, every victory represents the enduring spirit of a nation that has faced centuries of struggle and emerged with pride. Football in Cape Verde is more than a game. It is a reflection of the nation itself. It tells the story of resilience, unity, and the ability to rise above limitations. From volcanic rocks rising from the Atlantic to independence to international football arenas, Cape Verde's journey is one of courage, creativity, and determination. Its music, culture, and sports reflect a people who value community, perseverance, and hope. Each goal scored, each celebration, and each song echoes centuries of survival and the dreams of generations. Born of fire and isolation, shaped by hardship, and lifted by aspiration, Cape Verde stands as a testament to the human spirit. From uninhabited islands to a nation of culture, democracy, and footballing pride, the Blue Sharks carry the flag, the music, and the story of a people who refuse to be defined by size or circumstance. From independence to international recognition, and now to World Cup aspirations, Cape Verde continues to inspire, proving that even the smallest nations can dream the biggest dreams.